Ancient Rome, a name that echoes through the ages, a civilization of warriors, emperors, and builders. Their empire stretched across the Mediterranean, leaving an indelible mark on history. Rome's influence can still be felt today, nowhere more strongly than in Italy. It lives and breathes in the language, the art, and the very soul of Italy. Rome's story began modestly in the 8th century BCE as a small city-state in central Italy. Its people farmed the land along the Tiber River, focusing on survival and growth. Surrounding Rome were other tribes and settlements, some friendly, some rivals. These early Romans valued strength, discipline, and loyalty, with elders holding authority. In 509 BCE, the Romans overthrew their Etruscan kings and established a republic. This new system of government, based on elected officials and citizen participation, marked a turning point. At the heart of the republic was the Senate, a council of elder statesmen.
The Senate wielded considerable influence, shaping Roman policy and guiding its expansion.
With civil wars and the assassination of Julius Caesar in 44 BCE, out of this chaos emerged his adopted son, Octavian, later known as Augustus.
Augustus proved to be a shrewd and ambitious leader. He consolidated his power through political maneuvers and military victories. In 27 BCE, he emerged as the undisputed ruler of Rome, marking the transition from republic to empire.
Augustus ushered in an era of peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. He reformed the Roman army, established a centralized bureaucracy, and initiated ambitious building projects. Augustus understood the importance of symbolism and propaganda. He commissioned grand temples, public baths, and aqueducts, showcasing the wealth and power of the Roman Empire. His reign marked the beginning of a new chapter in Roman history, defined by imperial grandeur and expansion. The Pax Romana, or Roman peace, was a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity lasting over 2 centuries.
With internal conflicts quelled, trade flourished, and Roman culture spread throughout the Mediterranean.
Writers like Virgil and Ovid produced literary masterpieces. Architects and engineers constructed impressive roads, aqueducts, and public buildings.
The Colosseum, completed in 80 CE, became a symbol of Roman entertainment and architectural prowess. Roman law, with its emphasis on justice and fairness, provided a common legal framework.
The 2nd century CE marked the zenith of Roman power. Under emperors like Trajan and Hadrian, the empire reached its greatest territorial extent. Roman legions, stationed at strategic outposts, ensured peace and enforced Roman law. They brought with them Roman customs, language, and technologies. The Roman road network connected the far-flung corners of the empire. Trade flourished across the Mediterranean, bringing wealth to Roman markets. The 2nd century CE represented the pinnacle of Roman achievement, a testament to the empire's enduring legacy.
By the 3rd century BCE, Rome had become the dominant power in Italy, poised for greater conquests.
The Roman Empire eventually faced internal strife and external pressures that led to its decline. Economic troubles, political corruption, and social upheaval shook its core. During the 2nd century CE, the Roman Empire boasted advanced infrastructure, a strong economy, and a powerful military. But within a few centuries, it faced severe internal problems.
In 330 AD, Roman Emperor Constantine refounded the city of Byzantium as Constantinople and made it the new capital of the Roman Empire. In 395 AD, the Roman Empire was permanently divided into the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire.
In 476 AD, the fall of the Western Roman Empire and Romulus Augustulus.
At its peak, the Roman Empire spanned 3 continents. In the end, internal decay, military decline, and relentless external pressures spelled the doom of the mighty Roman Empire.
The Byzantine Empire, the sole continuation of the Roman Empire.
The East lived on, a direct continuation of Roman power. The Byzantine Empire saw itself as the true heir to Rome, inheriting its laws, its administration, and its imperial ambitions. But the East was also a place of different cultural influences, a melting pot of Greek, Roman, and Eastern tradition. This unique blend would shape the Byzantine Empire and its impact on the Italian Peninsula. The story of the Byzantine Empire is not just a footnote in Roman history, it is a crucial chapter in the story of Italy itself. One of the most profound transformations in the Roman world was the rise of Christianity. Once a persecuted sect, Christianity spread like wildfire across the empire, embraced by emperors and commoners alike. Constantine's legalization of Christianity was a turning point, paving the way for its eventual dominance. With Christianity came a new language of power and prestige, Greek. The language of the Gospels, of philosophy and scholarship, Greek gradually overshadowed Latin in the East. This linguistic shift had a significant impact on the Byzantine Empire, shaping its culture, its literature, and its relationship with the Latin-speaking West. While Latin remained the language of law and administration in the Byzantine Empire for centuries, Greek became the language of everyday life, of religion, and of the arts. This shift towards Greek had a lasting influence on the Italian peninsula, particularly in the south, where Byzantine rule and cultural influence were strongest. The legacy of this linguistic transition can still be seen today in the dialects and cultural traditions of southern Italy. The Byzantine Empire was a realm of powerful emperors and of theological debates that could split empires. Justinian, a name synonymous with Byzantine ambition, attempted to reunite the Roman world. His armies reconquered parts of Italy, North Africa, and Spain, briefly restoring the dream of a unified Roman Empire. But the Byzantine Empire was not just about military conquests. The Byzantines saw themselves as the guardians of Roman tradition, both secular and religious. Their influence on the development of Western civilization, particularly in the transmission of knowledge, was profound. The Byzantine Empire, for all its splendor, faced constant threats. From the east, new powers like the Arabs and Seljuk Turks rose to challenge Byzantine dominance. Internal strife and religious controversies also weakened the empire from within. Finally, in 1453, Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Turks, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire. This momentous event had ripple effects across Europe, signaling the rise of Ottoman power in the Mediterranean. For Italy, the fall of Constantinople had a profound cultural and psychological impact. The last vestige of the Roman Empire was gone, replaced by a new power with a different faith and cultural background. Despite the fall of Constantinople, the Byzantine legacy lived on, particularly in the Italian Peninsula. Byzantine art, architecture, and religious practices had left an indelible mark, especially in cities like Ravenna, Venice, and Palermo. The fall of Constantinople, while a tragedy, also had the unintended consequence of sending Byzantine scholars and artists fleeing westward, carrying with them their knowledge and traditions to a receptive audience in Italy.
Byzantine scholars, artists, and intellectuals pack their belongings and head west, straight to the Italian peninsula. Italy during this period was a hotbed of cultural revival, curiosity, and innovation. The Italian Renaissance was in full swing, fueled by a renewed interest in classical knowledge and learning. The arrival of these Byzantine émigrés acted like a cultural catalyst. These scholars brought with them the library of ancient Greek and Roman manuscripts that had been preserved in Byzantine libraries for centuries. Included were texts by Plato, Aristotle, and other classical thinkers pouring into Italian cities like Florence, Venice, and Rome. Byzantine artists also brought new techniques and styles that influenced Italian painters and sculptors. The rich iconographic traditions and intricate mosaics of Byzantine art found a new home in Renaissance Italy, blending with the local artistic movements to create something truly unique.
The origins of Italian citizens during the Renaissance era were diverse and reflected the complex social, political, and cultural landscape of the Italian peninsula at the time. The Renaissance saw the rise of a wealthy and influential merchant class. Despite cultural and economic advancements, Italy remained politically fragmented during the Renaissance. The lack of a centralized authority led to frequent conflicts between city-states and external power.
In the mid-19th century, Italy was a mosaic of states and kingdoms, each with its own ruler. But the dream of a unified Italy burned brightly in the hearts of many. Enter Victor Emmanuel II, the King of Sardinia. With the help of his brilliant Prime Minister, Count Camillo di Cavour, they began to weave the threads of unification. Through diplomacy, alliances, and war, they started to bring the Italian peninsula together. In the south, the charismatic Giuseppe Garibaldi led the fiery Red Shirts, conquering Sicily and Naples. His daring exploits inspired thousands and turned the tide toward unity. Finally, on March 17, 1861...
In 1861, the Kingdom of Italy was officially proclaimed, marking a pivotal moment in Italian history. Victor Emmanuel II ascended to the throne as the first king of Italy, symbolizing the culmination of decades of struggle and aspiration. From the battlefields to the diplomatic chambers, the journey towards Italian unification was a symphony of courage, mass diplomacy, and sacrifice.
From the early days of the Roman Empire along the Tiber River, through the rise and fall of the Byzantine Empire, resulting in the migration back to the Italian Peninsula, it's an interesting story of how interconnected the histories truly are.
Selective migration back to the shores, Italian Peninsula.